Today, ladies and gents, we're going to take a look at the new 2024 Trax 1RS model. The MSRP of this vehicle as it sits right here is $23,195. That includes destination, and in my opinion, this is the best option if you're looking for something that's budget friendly, but also looks cool and has some nice features to it. The 1RS is actually the second trim level in the series of Trax trims, right? So you take a base LS, which is essentially what this is, with some additions. Now the additions on the outside you can see right away. You know, you're gonna have the black chrome style crossbar on the grille here, black bow ties, RS badging. You're also gonna get a nice set of 18-inch aluminum wheels. They have like the machine silver finish with the black pockets, and what they also do is they give you black painted mirror caps. On the basic LS model, these mirror caps would be black plastic. You would have a standard steel wheel with a hubcap or a wheel cover, and then you would just have like your gold bow ties with the standard grille in the front. So what you're doing here is you're really dressing it up to kind of give it a sportier look, but again, you're not breaking the bank. This car is not that much more expensive than the LS. This 1RS trim level is powered by the same 1.2 liter turbo engine that is in all the Trax models. They are all linked to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and they are all specifically front-wheel drive. One of the things that makes the Trax 1RS a little less expensive is you still have a flip key. You don't have a push-button start. You do have remote start, so I can press lock, hold the start key for about 3 seconds and start the vehicle up with this remote, which gives you about 250 feet of range. You could also download the My Chevrolet app and include it for 3 years. You can remote start, lock, or unlock your vehicle from your cell phone. Once you hop inside, you're going to see that you have a really nice display screen. You have the old style gauges. You also, like I mentioned just a second ago, you have a turnkey ignition. So let's turn this on. This way we'll get everything fired up. So again, to save a little bit of money, you're going with old school gauges. Not really much of a difference, right? It's going to tell you your speed, you have your tachometer, and you have your driver information center, which are the controls you hear on the turn signal stalk. As you rotate this arrow, you can see your trip odometers, your fuel range, instant fuel economy, you know, all that sort of stuff. If we hit the select button here, it's going to bring us to the vehicle set, where you have your oil life, your air filter life, your tire pressures, you know, things of that nature. This being the 1RS, you have a cloth interior, right? But it does have sort of a two-tone look. You have the black and gray seats, and then along the dashboard here, you have your red accents, which is, you know, typical to RS. Some stitching on your shift boot. You also have the nice leather-wrapped flat-bottom steering wheel, which has sort of that black chrome type finish that you saw on the front grille. Some red stitching, and it is heated in this vehicle, the steering wheel, as well as it does come standard, the 1RS, with heated seats. Again, this 1RS model being like a budget-friendly car, $23,195, but you're getting some really nice features in it, and you're also getting a really nice look on the exterior. On your screen here, it is a smaller screen than you can get in some of the other trims. However, it has Apple CarPlay, it has Android Auto, it's wireless. You also have some USB ports down on the bottom here that you can plug into if need be. Now you're gonna have to share those USBs and that charger port with your rear passengers because there are no charge ports in the back of the 1RS, but you do have the 3 up front here, which is definitely a nice addition. You do have some small storage here. If you remember in the previous generation Trax, you did not have a center armrest with storage. You just had the small armrest that came down. Again, the 2024 Trax, when compared to the previous generation, is 11 inches longer. It's 2 inches wider. I think the roof line is like 1 inch lower. They really did a great job styling this vehicle and really maximizing the interior space. Like, this is very, very comfortable. I am 6'5", and if I get my seat adjusted here, this is a manual seat. The only way you get a power seat is if you're in the active model. The steering wheel is tilting and telescopic. I figure if I was driving this vehicle, I would drive right about here. You can see I got plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room, and if I hop in the back seat without adjusting or moving that front seat, you'll find that I also have room here in the back. Again, headroom a little bit less than I do in the front, but my hair is not touching the ceiling, and my knees are just scraping the seat based on where personally I had the front seat. So depending on your height, this seat could be more forward. You're just gonna have more room for passengers in the back. If you're taller than 6'5", you're gonna have less room. One of the great benefits of the new Trax being a little bit longer, you can fold the seat down nice and easy. You don't have to mess around like you did in the last Trax, where you actually had to lift the seat cushion first and then drop this seat down. You don't have to worry about any of that. Super easy. Pull the handle, drop it down. Same thing obviously on the other side. And if we go in the back here, we'll just lift our tailgate here. There is no power option for the tailgate on the Trax, although That's actually where the button would normally be. I'm wondering if I'm remembering incorrectly. In the back here, you got a nice amount of cargo space. This one does come with the floor mats for the front and second row, and all these Traxes are gonna have a spare tire inside here. Compact spare, all the jack and tools and all are below that spare, and you have a little bit of space around it where if you threw some jumper cables or some bungee cords, things like that, you can kind of hide it away and keep it stored there in the back. You'll notice on the back here, you have the black Chevy bow tie, you have the black Trax emblem, and you have your red RS emblem, you know, which again just completes the look. Wheels are awesome. We talked about that a little bit earlier. One thing you're going to see that is not on this vehicle is the side blind zone alert. It is, however, an option that can be added. It's the driver confidence package. It's $395. You also, to a 1RS, can add a sunroof for $795. If you did add those two options, you would get that along with everything we discussed for $24,385, which is just really a phenomenal value in today's times. I'd like to know what you think. Do you like the 1RS model? Is this something you would consider? Or would you rather go with like the base LS, the LT, the RS, like the 2RS, the more fully equipped RS, or the Active? What's the trim style you like the best? Again, I really feel this is a really good balance between value and equipment options and styling.